Law Lay, Armor K, have it your way. Well, shit, who's having it their way, really? Yeah, y'all having it your way when it comes to pay to win. But when it comes to like the casual audience, like myself, who just want to see cool characters and cool moves and personalities, well, good luck to people like me. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. It's your boy Home Attack, man. And we're going to talk about something on this small channel that's not really talked about. Let me go to the character. Let's go to the characters real quick. Turn this shit down. Alright. Now, I think one of the biggest issues we're having with Tekken, other than this nerf buff shit, which I wish never existed, just let the character be the character. No more of these bullshit patches to soften the blow. If somebody's broken, somebody's broken. But now, on the online generation, you gotta cater to everybody that just want to win all the time. They feel better about themselves. So if somebody feels broken or OP, there's going to be complaints about it. Now, Tekken used to be about, it was always about fighting, of course. It was always like a 3D fighting game. Somewhat based on real martial arts. Now in Tekken 8, it ain't none of this shit. Ain't nothing real martial arts about none of this shit. But that wouldn't be much of a problem if it was more about cool characters. Tekken used to be, the characters used to have a personality. I want you to take a look at who existed ever since Tekken 7 DLC. What is their personality? What is Fakuram? I'm not buying this piece of shit. What is this thing? What do we know about Fakuram other than the fact that he's too big? He's pay to win. They don't have personalities no more. We don't know nobody's age anymore. We don't know their background anymore. They don't have a story anymore. I mean, you don't think I'm kidding. Look at Lydia. Look at Lydia. Yeah, sure, Lydia's attractive, but what is her personality? So she's just some daughter of a prime minister or whatever from fucking Poland. She ain't got no personality. Who is she really supposed to be? Like, who does she resemble? What does she resemble? What are her character traits? Somebody let me know. These are not characters, man. These are not Tekken characters. These are just pay to win DLC, man. These are not characters, bro. This is a character right here. He has an entire background. His grandfather or his father, whatever, got murdered by some drug dealers, and he comes from a wealthy family and some shit. So he grew up going to prison for his grandpa. Or some shit like that, right? Or for his father. Eddie's personality is not just his fighting style. Okay? Eddie has a very well-written backstory to him. Yeah, sure, he got some cool dreads, he got some drip, he a cool character. But there's a dark backstory to him. We know about him. We know about Paul. Paul has an entire personality. We know his age, we know his background, we know he wants to be the toughest fighter in the universe and this and that. That's a gimmick. He has a personality. We know he's a bit of a dumb jock. He's been homeless. He fight for money. And he's delusional about being the toughest in the universe. Characters like Raven was the beginning of not having a personality. But Raven was cool back then. You know, Raven. But just take a look at let's take a look at all these old characters. Asuka has a background being related to the Kazamas, to the Mishimas. And we know Heihachi Mishima definitely has a background. He is Tekken. He funded the King of Iron Fist, picking up fighters from all over the world to prove who's the strongest, who's the toughest. Ling Xiaoyu, we know she has a crush on Jin. She goes to Mishima Polytech High School. She's a happy-go-lucky girl, naive a bit. She's a typical Asian chick, Chinese girl, immature, whatever. We know about Jin already. We ain't got to talk about it. We know about Kazuya because we know their background already. The double gene, blah, blah, blah. We know about Nina Williams. We know about Anna Williams. Sisters that hate each other. They even had a whole fucking game dedicated to their background. The game might have been trash, but you can tell that these were treated like real human beings. These are treated like characters that have a background. Nina was closest to the father. Anna was closer to the mother, I'm guessing. So Anna hated the father anyway, so the sisters clashed because of that. Lily has a rich father. She's jealous of Asuka being part of the Mishima family. She's a girly girl who thinks highly of herself. She's French. Fally fou français. She has a personality, and she loves tea. That's not much, but she got something. We know Lee got a personality. We know what Lee all about. Lee's a flamboyant guy, adopted by Heihachi as a son to make Kazuya jealous. Lee is definitely a character. Lee got catchphrases in every goddamn thing. Excellent! Like, he has catchphrases. He's an entire character. We know Hwang's background, man. We know he's a thug, man. He grew up in the streets. He's a bad kid. He had bad parenting or no parenting. He needed Beck was a mentor to him. Feng Wei wants to be the strongest fighter in the world. He doesn't have that much personality, but he killed his master for being scolded, fighting outside the dojo. We know Law's personality, even though they made him goofy as hell and useless. We still know his background. We're always gonna love martial law. He's more than just a Bruce Lee fighting style. We know he loves money. He gets it, then he loses money. He goes from rich to poor all the fucking time. That's why he hates rich people. Because right now he's down and out. He's trying to make money for his son's medical bills. He's still trying to pay that shit off. Leo's a splunker. That ain't a whole lot to say about it, but hey, I guess that's something. We know Yoshimitsu. Yoshimisu's just, he ain't even human, bro. But we know his background as well. We know he's a ninja. Same thing with Raven. We know Raven's a ninja. Even Reina has a background. I don't know how well thought out it was. Well, it kind of was well thought out because there was that thing where he actually had a bunch of kids and whatever. You know, Brian used to be a cop, dragging off as a Russian soldier or hitman or whatever the fuck. Steve was a middleweight boxer. He was a middleweight champion in boxing, and he had a hit on him. He was on a run because he won a high stakes fight from the mafia. So the mafia was after him, but the mafia is taken down. So now he's free. So he's just focusing on being a boxer, being champion again. We know Kang's background. The original Kang died from Ogre. The original King had a drinking problem, even though this King loves to drink too. We know Armor King, who Harada or Michael Murray couldn't even fucking care to give us a trailer or much of him, when we care far more about Armor King than fucking Ram. But even the new characters in Tekken 8 don't really got much. We know Shaheen. Shaheen was just boring, but he got a background. Kazuya killed somebody close to him, a friend. As is, much like Miguel, as Xena loves coffee. That's not, like I said, this is what I mean. Like, she's a cool character. She just don't got much going for her. As far as, like, what's her background? She loves coffee. Well, she got a background. But the DLC characters, have you noticed that all the DLC characters, for the most part, don't actually have a real background? They're just characters that you pay for to win. Clive is pay to win too, just like Noctis was, probably. He's just a character they got from another fucking franchise. So, he ain't even a Tekken character to begin with, so I can't even count him. And y'all complain about fucking Ron, but the only reason why Clive ain't getting backlash is because nobody fucking picks him. Nobody cares about niggas want to play Tekken, not Final Fantasy. So hardly nobody picks him. How many Clive players have you ran into? If a niggas was tier whoring with Clive, he would get banned from tournaments just like fucking around did in Tekken 7. But he's not a character. This is a character right here. Jack got a background. He gets updates, number updates and shit. He wants to be more human, whatever. You know the bears tied to Heihachi, Kuma tied to Heihachi, Panda tied to Lang Xiaoyu. Lars is another one of Heihachi's fucking kids that babies that he made and didn't raise. Zafina is an astrologer or whatever the fuck, ancient assassination, whatever the fuck. She has ties to SSL. Claudio is a magician. Like, think about it. Take a look at these DLC characters. What is their background? How much can you look into their background? They're just pay to win characters. That's it. That's all they are, bro. So yeah, man, it's your boy Home Attack. Peace out. Actually, before I go, see, I create characters. Yeah, my shit might not be getting watched yet, but I'm telling you, with the wrestling thing, I'm creating characters. They have a background. They have, well, at least they have things about them that makes them different than everybody else. They have a personality. They have their own catchphrases, things that they say. They're actual characters. These are not characters. Fucking Ram is not a character. He's just a pay-to-win DLC. Lydia is not a character. She's just pay-to-win DLC. We don't know nothing about these motherfuckers, man. Or there's just nothing to know about them. They don't have a personality. They're just somebody that you pick to win because you're sorry at the game. That's it. Same thing with Clive, if you even care to pick him. At least fucking Ram is somewhat playing Tekken. This nigga is... Ain't nothing Tekken about this motherfucker. He got all types of superpowers that these other characters don't got. He makes Victor look soft. Victor ain't got nothing on this motherfucker. So yeah, y'all. That's the video. Peace out.